9 channel. This is going to be a quick one because it took me a little longer to record the video that I want to post today. But nevertheless, I hope everybody's doing well. Today, I want to touch on the topic of changing to improve for the better or not changing at all. Because no matter what you do, it is not true that if you don't change, nothing will change. What it actually means is if you don't change, things get worse. And that's what I'm starting to realize. If you don't change, things will get worse. And you don't want things to get worse. You want to be proactive. You want to be in front of the things that you can control. Because remember, we know that we can't control everything in our life. So let's be clear on that. At the same time, there are quite a number of things that you can control. So what are you doing about that to stay on top of it, to be proactive, to be as much in control of the things that you can't control as you can? So I was talking with my leadership coach last week. And one of the things we were touching on was changing to improve for the better. And as I was talking to him, we talking about improving. And he says, well, I say, yeah, that's true. Because if you don't change, nothing will change. He said, actually, that's not true. Because if you don't change, there are things that still will change. It just, the level of difficulty it takes to get to where you want to go becomes much more difficult, much more challenging, which in my eyes means things will start to get worse. And what you don't want is to be in a position where you're behind because you weren't being proactive. The level of proactivity determines how much more convenient or how much more easy life will be for you. So it comes down to, at the end of the day, what are you doing? What steps are you taking in order to be the best version of yourself at the end of the day? That's really all it's about. Because if you don't change, it is not true that nothing will change. If you don't change, the level of difficulty it takes to get to where you want to go becomes much more difficult. That is what changes. So you can think about changing to improve your life, or you can think about not changing to worsen your life. And this is all just flowing through me. It's not like I wrote any of this down. I'm just thinking about what my coach said in terms of the level of difficulty it takes to get to where you want to go. That's what changes if you don't change. So I'm just reiterating the message for you all. And I hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe to the channel because this is a bar. And as I mentioned, this is going to be a short live stream. I'll be going live tonight at 6:30. So make sure you subscribe. We're going to talk about this more in depth. But again, if you want things to change in your life for the better, you have to change. But if you don't change, it does not mean nothing will change. If you don't change, the level of difficulty it takes to get to where you want to go becomes much more difficult. So with that, I appreciate y'all joining. Thank you. I will catch you on the next one. And as always, I got to thank y'all for being here because you could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Until next time, peace.